Cops are supposed to protect and serve, but what happens when they cross the line? Is it just bad behavior, or do they think they're above the law? Stick around as we got a shocking list of officers who clearly had no problem bending or breaking the rules. Poor John Kelly and his wife, a deaf couple, were discriminated against in public while using sign language to communicate. A bystander mistakenly thought their signing was a physical altercation and called 911. 3 officers from the San Marcos Police Department arrived, ignoring proper investigation protocols, and pinned John to the ground.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Okay. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back, sir. All right, grab his hands. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Roll over.
You can see John desperately trying to tell the cops that he can't provide information because he's disabled.
Get on your stomach. Turn around. Just have him stand up. I think he's cooperative. Let me see your hands. Hands. Let me see your hands. Come here.
He's not being compliant.
Eventually, one officer realized John was deaf and finally gave him a notepad and pen to communicate.
Hold it. Give me your name.
John was treated for injuries at the scene and later at the hospital. He wasn't handcuffed, and no charges were filed after officers confirmed no assault occurred. The officers claimed John tucked his hands under his torso, but body cam footage showed his hands by his head, likely bracing for another kick. In May 2021, John Kelly filed a federal lawsuit against the city of San Marcos and the officers, alleging violations of his civil rights and the ADA. Nick Harris was in trouble again for assaulting Billy Corum, whom he had just arrested. After allegedly swallowing drugs, he was taken to St. Bernard's Medical Center, but was quickly returned to detention on felony escape charges. Despite his urgent pleas for medical help, officers ignored him.
Sir, will you please listen to me? I have got inside of me. Last night, I swallowed. It's in aluminum foil, wrapped up. It's in a baggie. It's in aluminum foil, individually wrapped up in aluminum foil. I swallowed it yesterday. Look, they x-rayed me last night. The x-ray, please listen to me. The x-ray machine, the screen, I could see the screen when he did the x-ray. I seen the package clearly right there. He's coming there, he said, well, we didn't find nothing inside you. I said, bullshit, I seen it on the screen myself. I said, can you bring the image in here and show it to me? He said, no. He said, I didn't send it out. So he took another one. This time they turned the screen away from me. Just come back and said the same. They wouldn't listen to me. Finally, I got a doctor in there and I made her show me the screen and I showed it to her. They moved me to ICU. I have not went to the bathroom since.
Despite urgent pleas, officers ignored him and Harris assaulted him in the cruiser.
Are y'all trying to then why don't y'all listen to me? But you don't care. Huh? You don't believe me? On this camera, I inside of me, so when I die in the jail, it's y'all's fault.
As we wrap up, keep this in mind. When multiple officers cross the line, it's not just a few bad apples, it's a systemic issue. Everyone must be held accountable because justice and fairness are non-negotiable. Imagine being treated by cops like this.
Am I suspected of a crime? Can you articulate the crime?
Yes, I can. And I can articulate it a lot better and with you in handcuffs when I take you up to jail if you don't cooperate.
Just because you're trying to record a public crime scene.
What's your name so I know for the crime scene log? Whenever
I don't have ID.
What is your name though? I have a right to ask you your name because you're recording our crime scene.
Am I suspected of a crime?
Yes, sir. You're recording, and I don't know what your intentions is, or if you're going to release that.
Am I detained?
Yes, sir. You are right now.
I'm detained?
Yes, sir.
For what crime?
What I just told you. You are interfering with our crime scene because we are now focused on you.
Interfering is physical.
No, sir, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
I
not.
haven't done anything to interfere.
You're not doing what I asked, and I'm a police officer. I have the right to ask you for
What are you
your
asking?
license.
What are you asking?
Your driver's license, your information, your name.
Our anonymous recorder was at a Mexican restaurant. A fight broke out in the parking lot, and shots were fired with an AR rifle. Multiple gunshot victims were found. The incident was reported by the news shortly after, and victims were taken to the hospital. While this was going on, our guy showed up with a camera, and let's just say the cops didn't like it.
Nobody else is allowed up here. You're not either.
I told you a minute ago. Let's go.
I'm even with right where you told me to stand a minute ago.
Nobody's telling that you can't record. Record from back there. Go.
You can record from back there.
Okay, give me a second. I'm fixing to go over there.
Come on, I'll walk with you.
While the concerned citizen was very within his rights to record, the cops disregarded that, especially Officer K, who was leading the investigation.
You want to record? That's fine. I don't care. But have some respect. Do you not understand what's going on?
I don't know what's going
Exactly.
on. I was going to ask one of y'all.
That's none
Will
of
you
your
tell me
business.
so I'll know?
No, sir.
Will you tell me
There's a
so I'll
crime
know?
scene here.
Even with shooter Seth Prius all over the media for what he had done, the cops were still in no mood to deal with any civilians.
Go, get out of the scene now.
Hey, sir, as you can see, we're actually about to extend our crime scene.
So
we're gonna
you
get
need
a
to
step
go.
back.
Okay, what's your name, badge,
I'm
number,
Corporal
so I know who I talk to you?
Let's go.
Can I get your name and badge?
Deputy K809. Go.
Deputy K?
Yes.
We're extending
go.
our crime scene, so let's go to move.
Get
Okay,
out of the scene. I'm not going to ask you again.
See how
okay,
we're putting up the tape? Let's go.
okay. Can you tell me what happened?
Nope.
I have no clue.
Let's move now.
Do you have a complaint form on you?
Even though our guy left the scene, it's crucial to understand that while law enforcement can expand crime scenes for investigation, they must still respect First Amendment's rights. Filming public incidents is a protected right, but it should never obstruct or jeopardize the investigation. Liam here was attacked by cops just for not showing a beach pass on his surfing trip to Belmar Beach in New Jersey.
Why are you guys arresting us? Badge is right here. I will call Harry Hartson. What the f*** is this? I'm gonna call him.
Dude, I have my badge right
Dude,
there.
this badge is right here.
19th Boardwalk. Still resisting.
Right
You're not
here.
allowed to do that.
This encounter happened when Officer Braswell approached surfer Liam, demanding identification. At Belmar Beach, visitors were required to pay for a beach pass during standard business hours, costing up to $12 per day. Braswell, suspecting that Liam had sneaked in without a pass, confronted him.
You're not free to leave. You are. And you take another step, you'll be arrested. I promise you. I promise you.
Is I'm surfing?
Yeah.
You can talk to Harry Hartson about it.
Talk to whoever you want about it. I'm talking to you right now.
I'm not doing anything wrong. I mean, I don't do.
Okay. We're not a beach badge, though, so we need your information.
Because I'm not on the beach. You're allowed to access the water to surf or to fish.
I'm not going to argue with you. You're going to provide your name and information? No. After this transaction's done, I'll email you the free access law, and I'll also email you Title 40, which regulates the municipalities to charge for the beach. 726-52. You're not free to go.
Since Liam was there to surf and not to use the beach, he had the beach pass but refused to show it to the cop. For surfers at Belmar Beach, the rule was they didn't need a beach pass as long as they went directly to the water and didn't spend time on the sand. This exemption was in place because beach passes were primarily required for access to the sand and beach facilities, not the water itself. Still, Officer Braswell decided to arrest the surfer.
Drop the surfboard. Drop the surfboard. Drop the surfboard.
You're illegally arresting
Drop the
me.
surfboard.
You're illegally
Drop the surfboard.
No, why are you arresting
It's
me?
going to be another charge. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands.
Stop! Don't
Put your hands.
Go away!
Put your hands behind your back.
No,
Put your
sir.
hands behind your back.
What did I do wrong? What did I do
This is
wrong?
ridiculous.
Put your hands behind your
What
back.
did I do wrong, bro? That's my fucking badge. I walked up to the shower.
Why are you arresting him?
Bro,
Shut up!
During the arrest, Liam continued to protest that the handcuffs were too tight and questioned the necessity of his arrest.
can you please fucking get off me, dude?
Why is he should
Yo, can you loosen it a little bit, bro? You're cutting my wrist.
Belmar Beach Police Chief Tina Scott's Facebook statement asserts that Liam was obstructing the officer's investigation by refusing to show ID, but it doesn't address Liam's valid beach pass or his use of the waterways. Chief Scott mentions that the officer tried to de-escalate, but fails to acknowledge the officer's misstep in demanding ID. The chief claims that Liam was not arrested for the beach pass issue, but for obstructing the investigation, despite no charges for obstruction being filed. Was the arrest really necessary, given Liam's valid beach pass and the lack of obstruction charges? Belido Rosado was chased down by cops for stealing a car, and just when cops were about to arrest him, the felon reached for the officer's weapon.
Get on the ground! Put your hands behind your back, now! Watch the blood, watch the blood, watch the blood, watch the blood. Put your hands behind your back. You're gonna get fucked. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Stop reaching for my gun! Stop reaching for my gun!
Belido Rosado bites one officer and manages to kick others while being subdued. After this, he was transferred to the hospital, where it was determined that he had sustained only a few injuries. We included this to show that sometimes strains from cops were absolutely necessary. This is what we mainly cover on this channel, but often it's even the cops who cross the line. Today's video highlights that fact, and if you're still here, it means you liked the video. Show us some love by hitting the like button and letting YouTube know. This next case had us in shock. An 18-year-old high school student is violently arrested by Officer Brian Schimmel after being pulled over for speeding and a headlight issue. Despite her confusion and fear, the officer aggressively pulls her from the vehicle and slams her to the ground, with his body cam failing to record until after the incident.
All right, Vivian, are you injured in any way? Would you like the medics to check you out? Okay. I'm going to read you your Miranda rights, okay? I have to read these to you since you're in custody, all right? This is your Miranda warning. Before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions and have him with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to you before any questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. Do you understand your rights? Okay, I'm not going to ask you any questions right now. What I am going to tell you is you were pulled over for your speed and your headlight, okay? Your speed was 37 and then 30, not that big of a deal, and your headlight was out on your driver's side. Pulling you over to let you know. If you would have just given me your license and your registration like I asked you to do, you would have gone away with a warning tonight, okay? But however, since you decided to pull this right here, where you don't want to comply, you don't want to give me your ID, and you think you're going to run the scene, you're now going to jail. Do you understand?
While Officer Schimmel was playing the tough and pressuring the young girl, no, he confessed to his backup officer that his body cam was conveniently off when he slammed the innocent girl to the ground.
You're gonna have to back out, man. There's no room over there. Okay, well, the problem here, sir, is that she pulled in here. I didn't pull her in here, so get off my scene.
Hypocrisy was at play while he was calling the girl resistant for not providing her ID. Just moments earlier, Vivian Augustus had asked him to pick up the ID from the ground.
Can you please grab my phone and my license for me?
Take a seat.
And my keys.
Take a seat. Cracks the window, ask her to roll the window down a little bit more. Commotion in the rain, I can't hear her.
Yeah.
Refuses to do that. Ask her to step out of the vehicle, she refuses to step out. Ask her probably 4, 5, 6 times to exit the vehicle nicely. Ask her please, refuse to do it. Want to give me her ID, want to give me her registration. So she was assisted out of the vehicle, placed into custody, resisting arrest and failure to identify. Okay.
This didn't end there, as Officer Schimmel made an illegal search of the vehicle, claiming that the detained vehicle contained evidence related to her charges, but it had nothing in it.
You explain everything to her?
Yeah.
All right, so you're good on the vehicle. You want to take it? There's no point
I'll
in telling
just
it if
follow
you're
you
here.
later.
So, oh, you're gonna follow us down to the jail?
While his illegal search yielded nothing, Vivian Augustus did release the full video of the incident, which the South Whitley Police Department is struggling to justify. The arrest at that gas station is now under scrutiny. While Officer Brian Schimmel wasn't charged, Officer David Lance Dukes was fired for his brutal treatment of a disabled man. He had charged at Clarence Gilliard, age 58, and his cousin, DeMario Julia, assaulting them with a gun.
Get on the ground! You! Burgundy shirt! Get on the ground! Over here! On the ground! On the ground! Get on the ground! Do you not listen? Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Don't slam me like that.
Get on the ground! There's a gun behind me. There's a gun, I believe, behind me.
I ain't got no gun, nothing.
Put your hands behind your back.
Gaillard, who was allegedly walking with a stick, had his head hit the ground very hard. He filed a complaint with the cops, but David didn't take his claims seriously.
Listen.
Yep, they slammed my head down.
Go back in the house.
Y'all bust my head down. Yeah, I've been in an accident. Y'all bust my head down. You threw me down.
So did. You wasn't listening?
Yeah, no, it ain't. You had to throw me down like that. I'm disability.
Okay.
I got the head. You threw me down. Yep, you threw me down. You threw me down.
Dukes' entitlement was glaring on his body cam, acting as if he'd done nothing wrong. When DeMario asked for ID, Dukes refused, shocking even his own colleagues.
Okay, what's your badge number? 1059. Let me see if I can get my phone. Hold on.
Hold on, we have cards. Okay. Thank you.
Ryan was at the pool when things escalated, with a couple harassing him and brandishing a gun. Irony, when he called 911, Bethany Guerrero arrived and arrested the complainant instead.
Keep your hands out of your pocket.
Don't talk to me like
Listen
that.
to me, I don't know you.
Listen,
you can put
I
that
don't
down.
know you. You're the one with the gun. Why
Get down on the ground now. Get down on the ground. Get down on the ground.
What the
I told you not
That's
to reach for anything.
I haven't committed a crime. You don't have any.
Hands out to your
I
side
haven't
now.
committed a crime.
Now you can put your hands behind your back.
You can't detain me for what?
Yes, I can.
For what?
I don't know you.
I don't know you. You're the ones with guns.
I'm detaining you right
That's
now.
fine. You're detaining me for what crime?
Because you don't want to listen.
That's not a crime.
Ryan was in cuffs, but the reason for his arrest was nowhere to be clarified.
You don't
Why am
want
I
to
in
listen.
handcuffs? I don't care. You're not my
being
mom.
silly because I'm
You're not
coming
my
here
dad.
for a gun.
That's fine. I don't have a gun. I haven't committed a crime.
When I told you to keep your hands out of your pockets,
You're not
you did
my.
it.
I didn't commit a crime. You don't get to tell me what to do.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. Why are you yelling at me?
Because I have every
Who
right to
are
right
you?
now.
What's your badge number?
321.
Now, Guerrero started making things up to justify her arrest, but Ryan requested her supervisor, knowing he hadn't done anything wrong.
What did I do?
All right, don't try to get up. Sit down.
Excuse me, sir. Are you in charge? Can someone tell me why I'm in
I already
handcuffs?
told someone
what
to charge
crime
here.
or what?
Right now, all I need you to do is keep your mouth shut.
I don't care. I'm not going to do it. Arrest me. Take me to jail right now. Take me to jail. Do it. Do it.
Oh, I will.
Do it. I'm ready.
going to.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. Excuse me.
What's your name? What's your
Allow
name?
me to stand up
What's
and
your name?
No.
Negative. Doesn't work that way.
Okay.
The officers had already chosen sides and were busy justifying their own illegal actions to the supervisor.
He goes and pulls the phone out and he goes to put it back. I said, keep your hands out of your pocket. And I throw down on him. And he goes, where am I going to put a gun on your bathing suit? I said, I don't know you, right? So then he goes to go back in his pockets again. Now he's laughing and I go, get on the ground, right? So he gets on the ground. He tosses his phone to the side. I go, put your hands behind your back. So I cuff him up. He's like, look at you. You're fine. Like, just went off.
While we expect honesty from officers, Bethany Guerrero was a total disgrace to the investigation. However, other cops weren't handling things well either, as the aggressor and his wife kept telling lies, and they were nowhere near being detained.
I'm trying to understand exactly what happened again. Can you explain to me from your perspective what happened?
I mean, I think I already explained it as well as I can.
From the time that you got the phone call from your wife, she calls you, hey, I'm in an argument over here with so-and-so. Did she say, can you come help? What happened?
She said that he was harassing her.
Okay, so what happened? You came over here and what? Where was he located when you came in here?
He was swimming when I came. He got out of the pool on that side.
Okay, and where was your wife at? Okay, so you're in that corner and he's in that corner. Okay, so what happened from there?
Like I said, I think he started screaming. He really started screaming as soon as he got out of the pool, as soon as I got here.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm like almost having an anxiety attack.
No problem. I'm just trying to understand everybody's side of what happened here. So he gets out of the pool, he's in that corner, you come in here, and then what happened?
He started screaming, he started getting closer, he started balling up his fists.
So he's walking towards you?
Yes.
Okay.
I think then my wife got closer to him, and I tried to insert myself in between them.
Okay.
So at that point, we were maybe like 4 or 5 feet apart.
Okay. At what point in time did you pull up your shirt?
Somewhere in there.
Okay.
To be honest, I'm really not sure.
What was your intentions when you pulled up your shirt?
You know, I really am not comfortable saying anymore. I'm so hazy in my memory that I don't want to say the wrong thing.
The clip we showed you was the third time the man with the weapon changed his story. Now he was asking for his lawyer, but was dumb enough to keep talking until one arrived.
Honestly, like, you may not feel like it, but we're trying to help you out. Because what I don't want is for you to give us one statement, or not really a statement at all, that doesn't match what's going to be on that camera. If what you're telling us matches the camera, then okay, I get it. But we're going to have a problem if what you're telling me and what I watched does not match.
Well, I mean, I'm telling you, I lifted my shirt up. If I lift my shirt up, you can see it.
Okay, so did you want him to see that you were armed? Did you tell him you were armed?
No, I don't think so. No.
Ryan was arrested for resisting arrest, despite no initial charges, and was held in the squad car for hours before being released without charges. Meanwhile, Officer Bethany Guerrero was later fired after 19.5 years of service due to her handling of the situation. A family member called 911 for medical attention for Bruce. Instead of providing help, Officer Kevin Sonat arrived and ended up arresting Bruce.
He's conscious. Something's wrong with him. Can you step up?
He's got to hurt himself. Can you
You okay?
Oh, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Stop. You okay? What's wrong? What's wrong?
Baby, he's
Okay, let me alone. Please leave me alone. Please, stop.
Though it was evident that Bruce needed immediate medical attention due to a grand mal seizure, the cops on duty dismissed him as just being drunk, while his wife kept shouting in the background that they needed help.
Put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
Put your hands behind your back. Stop. Stop resisting. I want to help you. Stop fighting. You're going to get tased. Do you want to get tased? Land your stomach. Put your hands behind your back. Are you his wife?
Kevin was even caught on body cam telling a false story to his fellow cop, claiming he thought Bruce was drunk and about to attack him, while Bruce was being treated by medics for a seizure just behind him. And what happened at the hospital was even worse. Not only was the victim cuffed, but he was also denied access to his wife, even after surviving such a critical condition.
Right now, you are under arrest.
What?
Okay. Because of what happened up at the house, pretty big scuffle. Okay, so you are under arrest for now.
For resisting and for battery on a peace officer. Now, Bruce, what we're do is try to work with you. Our goal here is to get you the medical attention that you need.
Bruce was LED out of the hospital in handcuffs and booked into Marin County Jail. Unable to recall his wife's phone number due to the seizure, he walked in hospital clothing and slippers to a gas station for a taxi home. In April 2024, Bruce filed a lawsuit against the Central Marine Police Authority for battery, false arrest, and defamation. Despite this, Officer Sonat was promoted to corporal in December 2023. This First and Fourth Amendment violation kicks off when an officer stops Jane, saying it's because of a bike light issue, but it's obvious the excuse doesn't add up. James isn't even on the bike.
Come here. Oh, yeah, no, put the bike down. Put the bike down.
Why? It's my bike.
Because I told you to put the bike down.
Why are you stopping me right now?
Because you're riding your bike with no light on.
I'm riding it. I got
put the bike down.
Right here.
Dude, put the bike
right
down.
Here. I said, no,
put the bike down, James. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. I'm gonna tase you, dude. Get on the ground, James.
What have I done wrong?
Get on the ground.
I've not done nothing wrong.
Get on the ground, James.
I've done nothing wrong. Am I being detained?
Get on the ground, James.
Am I being
425
detained?
Willow, white male.
Help!
Get on the ground, James. You are being detained, you an idiot. Get on the ground.
I'm on the ground.
I'm a you, dude. Get on the ground. Put the flashlight down.
Am I being detained?
Yes.
For what?
Put your hands behind your back.
For what?
Put your hands behind your
What
back.
am I being detained for?
Not listening.
Why
Drop
am I
that
being detained?
flashlight.
That's not
Drop that flashlight.
As James knew the cops had no legit reason to stop him, he kept asking for the supervisor.
You still out?
Supervisor.
You still?
Call your supervisor.
Relax.
No, I'm not relaxing. Call your supervisor. Harassment's gonna stop.
Shut up.
Call your supervisor. You have no reason to stop me right now.
You're riding your bike with no lights on.
Right there in my hand.
It's got to be on the fucking bike.
It was on the bike. I just took it off.
No, I just watched you right away when I rolled up.
You didn't tell me to stop. There was no stop. I did nothing wrong.
Yeah, I told you to stop right here.
I did nothing wrong. You have no crime I committed.
562 King.
None.
Detained. 29 on last arrest on First and James.
Call your supervisor. I want to see your supervisor right now.
Shut up!
This stop was clearly illegal, but still, Lyon County, Nevada Sheriff tried to defend his unjustified actions.
I already told you.
Come here to stop me.
I already told you.
There is no crime.
I'd like to talk to your supervisor, sir.
He's on the paved portion, like right by that yellow tarp thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That makes sense.
He's like in a forced entry.
In case you haven't noticed, James's First Amendment rights are violated as the officer targets him for expressing himself and questioning the stop. His Fourth Amendment rights are breached because the stop lacks a legitimate reason, making it an unreasonable search or seizure. Meanwhile, the sheriff tries to defend this outrageous behavior with his colleague.
All right, James, you want a supervisor? There's one down at the jail. You're going to jail, dude.
For what?
Resisting.
Okay, I'm not.
Don't. What are you doing, dude?
I thought you.
Face the car. I'm putting your feet apart.
Go ahead. All right. Yeah, I know too. I didn't do nothing wrong.
You don't listen.
I do listen. I came right to you when you pulled up. You're the one who was running at me, not me at you, bud.
Yeah, because you're trying to get away, dude.
I'm trying to get away. What are you talking? You're so shit. It's on your body cam.
It is.
What did you do, erase it?
James was jailed for resisting arrest, but many viewers argue this charge was unjustified, as they believe the stop was illegal and James did not resist arrest. Here goes another, the most ignorant yet, with a clear violation of the Fourth Amendment over a false parking complaint. Charles Shorter called the cops about a property dispute involving James's car. Shorter insisted the car was on his property and threatened legal action, so the cops dropped by James's place like this.
Come down here.
I don't care.
Come down here.
No.
Come here.
No. Get off my property.
No. Come here.
No.
You need to come down here now or you're going to go to jail.
I don't give a fuck. Don't jail. You bitch gonna get a couple all yours too. He don't get
Listen.
all yours. Don't get.
Listen.
It's my property.
No, it's
I don't
not.
give a fuck. It's
No,
my
it's
property.
not. No, it isn't.
Yes, it's so.
No, it's not.
What? I'll tell you.
No, it's not.
Put no cup on it.
It is not. Listen. You need to move your car.
No, I ain't moving my car.
Okay, you're
It's
under
my
arrest.
property.
You're under arrest.
No, it ain't.
Stop resisting.
Even though the cops had no warrant to arrest or search his place, they still cuffed the poor man. Despite finding no firearm on him, this disabled old man ended up in the back of a patrol car. At Badge Bite, we champion respect for all. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay safe, stay sane.